behind. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here today down in Southern National Motorsports Parks, located in Kenly, North Carolina. It's time for the action and the hot call here on P10 Racing TV. Hi, everyone. I am the Crusader showing you here today. As we are here right now locking it on, we're about to introduce you to our driver lineup. Here, lining them on the track here in the starting spot. In the number 8, it's Tyler Work. In the 80 side, the number 84, Matthew Hoffer. Row number 2, and the 08 is Ryan Kenniston. In the outside, and the number 14, Christian Schreiber. Row number 3 is the Throttle Chantel Pottle on the 5, the outside, and the number 76, it is Mike Rideout. And finally, row number 4, and the number 20, it'll be Jeff Folks. The outside, in that 48, it is Stanley Pottle. Some tough drivers and some tough games about to be played on the track here tonight. Michael's saying it's going to be interesting at Daytona tonight. Well, Michael, we'll get to that when the time comes here. Nevertheless, thank you for coming on board today. So yes, indeed, we have already kind of mentioned it, but there is another call to be had tonight. We'll be live on P10 Racing Facebook Live, YouTube, Facebook page later on as we bring the green flag out. It is time to go racing 100 laps to the distance. Uh-oh, that may not be the start you were looking for out of the gate there. Ryan Kinston, the 08, sliding it down through turn number 1 and 2. He gets it squared back up here. So track racing as we're side by side with Mike Rideout and the Throttle Chantel Pottle. Pottle immediately diving to the inside, trying to make a run there on Kinston. And gets it right down to the apron there. Gets it squared back up here. All drivers remain clean so far. No troubles here out of the gate for the 84 though. Matthew Hoffer, he is going to be your race leader for the start. The 8 of Tyler Orr trying to hunt him down though, trying to make some moves out the gate. Not quite a half-mile length. It's a short track and it's a tough track. And Stanley Pottle way loose there in turn number 1. There loses the control of the car. He'll be able to square back up and stay in contention. This race is all about one thing: timing, execution, and planning your moves. Because it is extremely difficult to pass here, and it's extremely difficult to master the run. Only the best can get through it, and only the best will find their way around. Yep, almost really trouble there in turn number 1, but it hangs on pretty well. Yeah, folks, the number 20 right now currently laying low and laying thin, trying to find a way around the 5 of Chantal Paddle. She gravitates towards the bottom, so does Oaks. Oaks right now looking to stay in contention, staying in the control of the scheme. Oaks finally driving his way around here, looking for some momentum off of the corner here, trying to make some runs. Bottle stays up into the binders, gets a great little run off there, and you can see it's extremely difficult to pass here as it is, much less trying to hang on to the run. Usually predicate these cars with street stock, super late models or late models, or even wheel modified cars instead of national, not Honda Civic Type R's that are road course / enduro based cars, endurance racing. But hey, it's just pushing those racing we're talking about here, guys. What's the fun in that? Ryan Kennison right now trying to hunt down that number 14, Schreiber right now. Schreiber coming off a major win last time out at Iowa Speedway, his homeland, his home track. He told me earlier today that castling the kingdom is one thing, but trying to defend off all evildoers is another. We kind of give him a weird look and say, what are you even talking about down there? But we kind of got the point and the gist of it. He's just trying to go out there and make sure he can show everyone he's out here to race. Right, speaking out here to race, Jeff Oaks, he's out here racing a hard one out there on the 5 of Chantal Bottle. Slammed the wall down there in turn number 2. Had to stay out of trouble. The Fuel Plus 20 machine trying to stay in control of his own destiny right now, as currently the 5 of Bottle stays in her own little wheelhouse. Bottle knows the front wheel drive cars may be better than any of these other drivers out here, but as of late has not been able to catch the brakes and really get the momentum shading her way. She's looking to change that today. Can-Am number 8 of Tyler Orr right now trying to deal back that 14 of Schreiber. Schreiber trying to find another opening, trying to find another line around the 8 car. Didn't quite get it going there, nor will he be able to yet. And you can just see how low they got to dip these cars in and really structure them around just to make sure they get the power and the speed built predicated to the run and predicated to the momentum. But the momentum is right now shifted to Matthew Hofford. And remember last time out, Hofford was the leader for a good majority of the Iowa Speedway race. The only thing that derailed him and stopped him from winning that one out was taking tires and fuel at the wrong time. With no caution to be had, it went the full distance and it ended up going to those that would stay out only on fuel run and a little bit of tires. Brian Kinston also was one of those drivers that decided just to go fuel mainly and a little bit of tire. Would only fall short by about 4.5 seconds to the man in front of him right now, and I guarantee he's probably thinking about what he wants to do to take that one down. The Crusader, number 14, though, is currently hanging on. The tires got to be taking a beating here on that right front as well, just knowing they have to corner off so hard, have to brake at certain points in certain occasions. It is so incredibly difficult right now what they're doing, and yet they're all performing at such a high level, such a high regard. Getting the most out of the equipment and hanging on. Oaks falling further and further back. Jeff Oaks not looking like what we usually see him on the Sunday night editions. Looks like the front wheel drive car is giving himself a little bit of trouble. Mike Rideout already came away with the race win this season. He came on a non-televised event back to Dover Motor Speedway, was able to bring home the victory that day, and he told me earlier today, you know, I've got a televised one and I got a non-televised one. I think it's about time I add a third one to that list. Well, unless he gets something figured out here at Southern National, this track will not be allowing him to do that anytime soon. The track is tearing him up, as well as some of the other drivers here. Back into the course here, you can see the gaps start to shred out even further as it goes. And again, this is what you'll see a lot of today, is drivers trying to mimic and pass around the corners and get as much as they can out of the car. Stanley Paddle there on lap traffic view here in the 48, unfortunately. Hofford will have his hands full. And the other thing about short track racing we've always mentioned before is watch out for lap traffic. Might be a slight opening here for Oric to make some moves here, trying to get up to the number 84 Matthew Hopper, but Hopper still not catching any breaks here in terms of getting away from the rest of the field. Everybody is hunting him down, but he has been so conservative here. Hard to really kind of count against him. The 2 winners so far this season. The question remains, will Hofford make it a 3rd today? That's going to be the question he'll have to answer later on. The inspection staller here, though, is right now currently ripping it up and turning them off down in the corners and into the track. Here we go on board with him. Notice that number 2 there on the side. Of course, that also means that that's their starting and racing position. So currently, Hopper has a 0-1 by his name, which means he is your race leader. Or getting away from Shriver. Kenston right now trying to get there to the 14. Gaps slowly starting to dissipate. Also, just a reminder, there is a little competition caution in lap 45. As we get a little bit of a contact up on the top side of the Intel Canada, 48 of Stanley Puddle rips it just a little bit off of the top, gets out of there though. Good driving on his end to at least control the car and stay in contention, but is avoiding lap traffic, being trafficked and being in the way of everybody, so good on him for that. Intel Puddle currently holding the 5 in the 5 spot. Trying to just kind of keep an eye out for everything else that goes wrong or goes into that cabbage here. Jeff Oaks, 20, it looks like right front damage may be the factor here that is slowing him down. And he's got a lot of damage on that right side. You can see the damage crinkling on the car itself. That will certainly affect him and affect his momentum. Very weird to see though, because usually with Oaks, we are so used to seeing him and more accustomed to see him really kind of play out the long runs and really be able to focus highly on the good runs. But it looks like right now this car is not giving him much break, although he's fighting back a little bit. He's got Mike right out now on his sights. Chantal Pyle slowed up a little bit there with Stanley Puddle on the top side yet again. Stanley goes out of the way. The rest of the field driving it in. Hey, look at this. Right out. Gets an opening. He's got a look. He's got an eye. Here we go. Almost short tracking it up a little bit of a bump and run. Not to be. Right out backs off. Bottle was expecting it, and she's still expecting it. Right out, slight clip there in the turn. We kind of wondered too, you know, these front-wheel drive cars, how would they handle when they get bumped and tagged around? Well, you're getting a good idea of it right now. Oaks trying to make a move off on it. Bottle driving it deep in the middle. Looks like the outside has some run, just like what we saw at Iowa last week. Saw the battles there that some of these other drivers had to go through, and they could not get around them on the bottom, but if they found a way to use the middle or the outside, they actually were able to gain more traction. Or maybe not. Look out. They got him sideways there. Turn number 2. Bottle loses the position. Drove it a little too hard into the corner, lost it in the turn, and right out able to capitalize. Oaks looking to do the same. They are deadlocked him down on the front stretch. Tough little situation there for the 5 of Chantal Bottle, Mike right out. Jeff Oaks making a great comeback and fighting for that position. And all the chaos and the madness too. We forgot all about the 14, the 08. Shriver and Kenston managing to pass their way around the track here. We'll take a quick look at the P2 instant replay here and show you what went down when they were battling. This is what went down. Straight shoe lock, same thing here. Shriver brought it down on Kenston. Kenston comes up a little bit, and there you go. There's the move. There's the fight off. Shriver loses the ground and loses contention. That was the P10 Racing TV instant replay. Back to the live action right now here currently as we are going to be heading towards our competition caution here in just a few short laps. Matthew Hoffer and Tyler Orrick right now, they are the kings of the speed it seems, and they are deadlocked in each other's way. Orrick trying to get his first win in this Honda Civic Type R, and Hoffer looking for his first 2. Great potential battling back and forth here for these drivers as the field continues to march their way to the beat. 3 laps remain here down on the back straightaway though. It is Tyler Orrick here still looking for a run. Offered, not giving him any openings. And really, Hopper won't give him any chances either when you think about it. There's no opportunities to make mistakes, and they know it. The draft, though, on these cars definitely helping a little bit, but it seems though the right front, when they burn up, makes all the more difference. Final laps rolling in. Here we go. One more lap to go before competition caution. Car got down right on turn number 3 and 4, though. It is Matthew Hopper who takes this one to the house. Competition caution up in the air. Well, boy howdy, race fans. What a start. Hopper, we're going to pit road. Tire work, we're going to pit road. Schreiber is going to pit road. Ryan Kinniston will take it out on the track. Rideout stays out as well. Oaks, Pottle, and Stanley Pottle will head into pits. Cars going up on the tires there, up on the tie sides. Here we go. All 4 tires going on the 14. The 5 taking, looks like 2 sides, maybe all 4s. Looks like, we'll see. Looks like Oryx going to go with all 4s. Hoffert getting word right now. Looks like he's just going to take 2 and fuel. Stanley Powell trying to get his lap back here. Hoffert will be out first. Or I can try right now. Currently trying to battle it out of here. Kent Pit Road. Ryan Kinston and Mike Rideout trying to get squared up on the track as well. Final set of tires going on the cars here. Jeff Oak's going to go right out there, try to beat the drivers out. Couldn't do it. And Chantel will hold up the tail end of the field. Ryan Kinston, though, very bold strategy. Once more, the 0-8. Maybe looking to try to do what Shriver did last week and stay as long as he can. Try to use as less of the fuel and less of the tires, and then only use what you got to do with the last bit. That seems to be a strategy. Will it pay off? It's worked before. It can work here. And Rideout as well, you know, he didn't use in the untelevised call, he did not use that same strategy. He actually used more of the race line strategy, which is race it out from point A to point B. Very interesting strategy call from all drivers. The green will be charging back out here in a few short minutes here, race fans. back on here live, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for being patient here. Right now, drivers currently, I believe there was a live timing error on the pace car as well as iRacing. Yeah, you know how iRacing is. It is a esports platform slash sim racing platform, which means it's obviously electronic based. So I think right now they're currently trying to get everyone squared up on the track, make sure everyone is in their proper spots here. Ryan Kinston and again Mike Rideout staying out of pit road here. We'll have to see how that one goes. Field going to work their way around the back straightaway, race fans. They are squared, they are set, and they are ready to fight it out. Off the distance, into corner number 4, to the front straightaway, green flag, back in the air, here we go. And Tyler Orrick wasting a little no time to get around some drivers looking for positions. Matthew Hofford, same situation. Mike Rideout, Ryan Kinston right now battling hard, just trying to keep the fresher tire sets away from the lead. And it looks like they're going to be successful out of the start. Keniston and Rideout dropping to the bottom. Hoffert will have to play the long run here and wait for his move. Shire trying to hang in there with him as well, looking to try to defend another win from last week. Looking to go 2 for 2. Tyler Orrick watching on. Hold on down there. That's no man's land there, Shriver. Once again, another driver going below the apron, trying to get the speed down, but unfortunately the rear end slips out, and with these front wheels, if your rear end slips, you ain't got no grip. Sanchez to hang on though, right off the top side, using the middle line for leverage. The 8 of Tyler Orrick going back and forth with him on the bottom to the top. Way wide is the 14, but it seems to actually be working a little bit until they're here. It's working on the exits, not so much on entries. It is a close encounter here, and again, you can see the 8 trying to get back to the top and trying to reel the speed in, but Shriver using all that power, using everything in between. It is certainly doing him some good. But Orrick, not so much right now. Let's have to see if that comes back in later. Oh! Jeff Oakes, number 20, Fuel Plus, back into the wall protection, and gets a little bump and run there to the 5 of Bottle. But it does not do any good. Not enough speed, not enough force, and Bottle holds her down. Meanwhile, up ahead right now, look out for the 84. Matthew Hoffert getting it right around Mike Rideout. Rideout trying to get back underneath, but Hoffert with some more tire leverage gets it right on through. Now Keniston's going to have to try to defend off what could best be the toughest driver to take down right now in Matthew Hoffert. But Keniston is no slouch. For what time we've seen him here on P3 TV, he has proven to fight. He's been proven to run with the best of them. Can he get it done here? Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we want to let you know as well where we're going next. We will be visiting Kentucky Speedway. Oh yes. If you want a little bit more craziness added on, Kentucky will be where it's at. Ouch! Oh my. Oaks just drilled the wall off of turn number 2 there. Looked like, we'll take a look at the replay. It was a little bit of a bad camera angle there. Watch carefully here. Great move off there. Trying to make a move on the 5. Watch him cave this car in. Goes up. Drives it hard off. Damn! Ouch! And these cars do not like taking damage either. So imagine what it feels like when you jam that whole front end of the car in, unfortunately. It's not a pleasant sight. "30 laps remain here. Southern National living up to the reputation and giving us a show. Rideout falling back. The Crusader trying to catch him. seems as though right now no tires, and just fuel seems to be what is working well with his cars, and Hoffert trying not to let that be the case. He's ramming the wheel and jamming this thing down, trying to get to that 08. Right out still, looking for some momentum. Oh, and the 14 wide in the walls. Well, turn 2 is not the place to be right now, folks. If you've got some speed, you got some power, that is not the corner you want to drive it off from. That seems to be the case here. Oh, and another one right in the wall for the 14. Ed Oryx smelling blood in the water like a shark in the ocean. Here he comes, inside line, looking to put the Can-Am 8 ahead of the Crusader 14. That Can-Am mate right now is looking pretty solid. Looks like he's got a lot of momentum, trying to carry it through, looking for an opportunity to knock down the Crusader. Driver trying to hold him off though. Oric looking for another run. Down through the chute, entering into turn number 1. It is Oric, it is Shriver right now battling for the top 4. 4th and 5th going at it. Meanwhile, for the race lead, that is starting to change up a little bit. Well, if it wasn't for pit road kind of doing Hoffert in a little bit in time, he's right now right there with Keniston. My question though is Hoffert laying low right now? Is he trying to set up the passing? If I was him, he might have to do a little bit harder run and start to get ready to bump and run. It's hard to say what he's going to do here. Mike right out trying to stabilize it down. Meanwhile, back into the fight. Cut down on the 14. Shriver cuts off Howard there, entering in the corner. Maybe trying to get him put back a bit. Chantal Fotto right now currently laying back in the top 6th spot here. Currently just trying to stay out of trouble. Jeff Oakes in the 20 in so much trouble right now. The 20 major damage and concerns on that right front, but hangs on at least for now. We'll see if he can keep it going though. Top to bottom stacked lineup, and again for 8 drivers putting it on a short track with Hondas. I think it kind of just shows to show you how crazy things can get. Stabilizing back down here right now. Keniston and Hoffert looking to try and outdo the other. Hoffert is getting momentum on Keniston. Keniston is trying desperately to hold the lines down and just making a good passing opportunity extremely more difficult. There you see the rear end slide out just the slightest bit on the 08. And he knows that car is sliding a bit, but he has to get the thing to turn. That's the only way to get that front nose to actually dip into the corner and actually drive off. But you do it too much, then it becomes a lot more difficult to actually even handle. So it's kind of a catch-22. Where do you pick your poison? If you don't believe me, take a look. You can see right here, gas, break down, turn to the corner, hideout, send it back up, get it high, and then back gas, brake, set it in the turn again, and you can see it just drives right off. Those big wings on those cars certainly making it a little bit more cumbersome and harder to pass with the dirty airflow. But when you can get them to it as well and line up the draft, it almost kind of comes into a torpedo. The only downside though is you still got to get the car lined up just to do it. Now there's a couple ways you can get around it. The first one is, well, you run a proper car that is designed front wheel drive for asphalt ovals, iRacing. Could you please give us some 4 cylinders already? Or the other thing is, you have to actually you have to set the car, you have to have a car that is pretty much more designed without that wing and has just the normal kind of a normal race feel, kind of what they would call hobby stocks or front wheel drive class in the real world. That big wing back there, it makes it a lot more tricky to figure out. It can help the car turn, and it gives a little bit more airflow, and it's great for road courses, but it's an extremely tough challenge on the ovals, and that's why Pushing Limits Racing League is bringing it to them. And no, I am not going to let those 4-cylinder front-wheel drive cars alone, honestly. After having a few times here with these Hondas, I can definitely say that we need some actual oval classes in this instead of just all road courses. Cleaning him down, 11 laps to go. Ryan Keniston right now holding down the field. Hoffer trying to get something going. Right out looking to do the same. We're down with 10 laps to go this time on by. Race fans, if you are new to the channel, new to the show, be sure to like and follow us here on our YouTube and subscribe for more great content. Head to our Facebook and like and follow us there, because later tonight we present to you GOAT Racing League RCSM starting race of the season with the Truck Series. What happened in the next gens could stir the pot for the trucks. Will it though? Find out with us later tonight. Under 10 laps remaining. Keniston your leader. Offord in second, right out in third. Shriver in fourth, Oric in fifth right now. And the difference is really kind of minute and definitely detailed, but they are all looking to hunt down the field, trying to hunt down each other in terms of their scope, in terms of their position. Looking through right now here, every driver for themselves. Hopper though trying to stay conservative. He doesn't want to let up too much here and give up too many ideals and too many openings. See Oric there in the background too. He's starting to close off the 14. Driver still defending though, trying to keep his bottom line in check. Probably waiting for that bumper there to get put to you in. That's something honestly we've only seen so many times today, and really it's kind of surprising because this really is a short track and it's extremely hard to get down in there around in the corner. And there's the opening. Open the door up, and now Oric right to the inside. Looking for the pass, looking for the ride off yet again. Shriver trying to use the middle. He gets a little bit of that wall there, almost nearly getting himself flipped up out of the turn. Hangs on though. Oric right there with it. Meanwhile, back into the race lead. Hofford is closing off Keniston. Coming down to the wire here, coming down to the field. These guys are neck and neck right now for the race lead. Driver back ahead of the 8. And Oric still trying to hold it down. Everybody right now looking for that position, looking for the opening. Hoffer getting much more aggressive here. We got 2 laps to go. Could he be opening the door up? Keniston trying to defend the bottom. He knows he's there. Looking for another ride down. Oric making a pass on the Crusader here. White flag high in the air. This time on by. It's going to be a battle between these two here for the position. Keniston and Hofford. Looking for the final drive. Down through turn number 3 and 4. Right to the line here. They're drag racing to the line. What? Whoa! A deadlock finish, but somehow, someway, Matthew Hofford gets the drag race win off of turn number 4. Unbelievable. Keniston blocks the 84 to the line, but it was not enough. Matthew Hofford is going to win here at Southern National today, and the time is ridiculous. 1,000th of a second to the line. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How did he even? Well, I don't think it really matters how he even. I think he just knows he's got it done. Keniston will have to settle for second, but unreal. What a finish. We got to take a look at the replay here in a minute and look at that one again. But here is the final results. There it is. 1,000th of a second to the line off of turn number 4. It looked like Keniston had him, but he couldn't get enough of it. Mike Rideout will go 3rd. Tyler's going to go 5th or 4th. Christian Schreier will go 5th. 6th will go to Chantel Pottle. Jeff Oakes will go 7th. 8th to Stanley Pottle. Hang on, race fans. We got to take one more look at this one here. This is absolutely incredible. What a finish to the line. A drive off only many wished and dream of getting to one day. We're going to take a look at this one last time. Watch this to the line. This is our chopper cam here. Hofford makes a big move here. Keniston looks like going to that apron. He slowed up just a little bit. Hofford, look at this drive to the line. Wow. And right out even too, almost getting him just right at the nose of the field. It looked like he was going to get him set up there for that final leg, but it just was not quite enough. And that will cost him to win today. But what a performance and what a final drive off tonight. Well, race fans, that's going to do it for your first coverage of the day here. This is a doubleheader night. We'll see you guys back on Facebook Live here soon enough. GOAT Racing League comes to us here on the show. We'll see you guys when the green flag flies here in just a few short hours.